permission granted. You are allowed to be depressed while smiling, laughing, and enjoying some of life's precious moments. Because when you are depressed, the only thing you get is moments. I'm sure the ones of you that didn't click out after the intro are thinking, what the hell is she talking about?
When you fight depression as I have, there is no pleasure or joy in life.
Everything feels hopeless. No self-esteem to work with. I have anxiety that increases when I'm around people. I have no energy. I feel lifeless and heavy, and I can't get out of bed. I have aches. I have pains. I can't concentrate. I just want to die.
These are all the more reasons to smile, laugh, and enjoy literally every moment that you can. Moments are a collection of precisely that, a moment. Not a length of time, not a good night or a generous vacation or a great visit. When you live with depression, you do not get a measure of time handed to you where you feel happy or joy or contentment. And if that's what you're waiting for, expect your life to pass you by while you are feeling like a defeated failure. That's how I felt. A measure of time given to someone who is fighting with depression is depression and all the feelings that go along with it. It's not fair. It is a raw deal and it sucks. You can call it whatever you want to call it. I have many chosen words and phrases for how screwed up this is, but it is the reality of the circumstances, and you have to find a way to live within the circumstances with a bit of purpose. For me, it was all about collecting moments. You can't let your feelings dictate your happiness, especially if you are living in a mood disorder or depression. If I'm only what I feel, then I wouldn't be much of anything. But because I don't let my feelings dictate my life, I can tell you that I'm strong, I'm kind, I'm loving, I'm a great mother, I'm a good friend, I'm a good wife, I'm honest, I'm a fighter, I'm a teacher, I'm a student, I'm a pet lover, and I am an optimist. Yet, if I was to tell you who I am based on my feelings alone, they would paint a completely different picture. I feel sad, I feel depressed, I feel exhausted, I feel this deep despair, I'm weepy, I feel hopeless, I feel angry, I feel lost, I feel dead, I feel numb, I feel disgusted, I feel haunted, I feel hunted, I feel like a failure, I feel like crying, yelling, fighting, and sometimes even dying. Sometimes I feel I no longer want to exist in and among all of these numb and overwhelming feelings. Our society tells you if you feel better, your life is better. With this mindset, it is no wonder that people end up committing suicide or cutting themselves to feel something other than the list that I just gave you. What if your feelings were not what dictates your growth, your success, your identity, or even your happiness? What if moments captured were? Because I live in depression, I have learned to collect moments. And I've been collecting moments for years. And I promise you that by collecting moments, I have an entire timeline that dictates all that I am and all the things that I love. The true essence of me, not the depression that's in me. I know you don't feel it, but we get to be part of this beautiful life, this wondrous life, one moment at a time. No, it's not a lot, but for me, it was better than nothing. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and say I have collected more good times than bad times. That's simply not true. But what I do have is something other than depression to occupy my mind, even if it's momentarily. I have collected so many unforgettable moments that makes me smile and glow and sigh and cry and puff up with pride. Yet, I still feel the throes of my depression. Moments are what matters, not the measure of time in between those moments. Because it's that time when you're depressed sucks massively. Let's just stop and speak some truth into this. If our feelings only dictated our actions, depression, being incapable, would make up a considerable portion of your life and your identity. But if your actions are focused on collecting beautiful moments, those moments dictate your identity and your success, and yes, even your happiness. Would you not then see yourself as something more than just a collection of horrible feelings?
Arlene, what about being authentic?
Well, being authentic doesn't mean that you need to exist in your immeasurable feelings of depression all the time. Because we live in a society that tells us when we feel better, we are better. Society teaches us that emotions are what guides us, teaches us, and tells us our humanity. Feeling strong, feeling worthy, feeling inspired, feel healed, feel soothed, feel smothered, feel your way back to health and wellness. How about momentarily getting lost in not feeling your feelings, even the numbness? So maybe we take the numb that we're already feeling and just be okay with it while we collect moments. You can't hate yourself and collect moments. Be okay with where you're at. If you choose not to live in your feelings all the time, it does not mean that you are disconnected or that you're ignoring yourself. It means that you are putting your focus somewhere else. Collecting is a practice behavior and it takes work. And sometimes it doesn't work. And especially in those times when those feelings hit you like a tidal wave. Living with depression does not disqualify you from being able to smile, laugh, or enjoy. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've smiled, laughed, and I have enjoyed my time with my kids and their friends. They would come, they would curl up in bed with me, top to tail, the bed that I couldn't drag myself out of that day, with the tears that I just couldn't dry up that day. Yet we would talk and we would watch TV and we would smile and laugh and enjoy each other. I'll tell you, their friends were out of their comfort zone, but only for a short time. But my kids weren't. And because I never hid those spaces from them, and I let them sit there with me, regardless of my energy or the tears that didn't make sense, I didn't talk to them about what was going on inside of me. I left that for the professionals. But I didn't hide me. I was still me in front of them. This is not exposing a weakness or a vulnerability. It's exposing the facts that I live with a mental illness that is a mood disorder. It doesn't make me weak. In fact, it takes a lot of strength to live this way. So in reality,
Mommy is strong.
here's the point. Time is crucial because you don't get more of it. But time for a depressed person is scary because we do get more of it. Moments matter more than time. Moments are collected with the people you love, with things you love, even if you're not feeling it. Collecting those precious moments can keep you alive, and they give back to your family. I have collected many moments in 5 minutes, 2 minutes, in one smile that I shared with someone I love. When you're depressed, you are the same person, but the circumstances are different. And those circumstances have consequences. So getting help and living out loud is imperative. Don't live hidden or in shame because society tells you that you're not good enough. You are good enough. Even with depression, you are enough. You don't need to be only what you feel. You get to be more than that. And it starts by collecting those precious moments. The golden rule. It is the moments that matter, not the time in between those moments.